when we're feeding him, we don't just sort of like give it here, we'll show him where it's to. And then I'll throw it over, as far over as possible. And then he'll come over and fetch it, and then it'll be a few times of doing that. He's a good boy. This one here, we're going to try and get him up to about 75 kilo before he gets out to release, because ideally he should be around that weight now for his age, because he's one of last year's pups. So all of the seals will be ID'd through their flippers before they're released. So that helps out in the wild. There's people all up and down the coast, they monitor the seal colonies, and it's a good response for us so that we can tell when we've released them if they are integrating back into the colonies. Through previous experience, we've had them where we've had them released along the Devon coast, and within 2 to 3 days the spotters are actually seeing them integrating into colonies. It proves that they do get back into it, they're not sort of loners constantly on their own, they do integrate back into the other seals. Okay. And the claws, as they get older, the claws get a lot bigger as well, as you can see on him. Hey babe. When they're out in the sea, they're not really territorial at all. The only time you get proper problems with male seals, especially grey males, is around the breeding time, which is when the females have come in to have their pups. And they've had their pups for about a week or so, and then they come into season, and then that's the time that the males also start coming along shore, just so that they can sort of like just see if there's any females about that are in season, just to see if that they can sort of like get a look in basically. You do get a few more territorial fights on that extent then, but apart from that they pretty much stay to themselves, and you might get the odd young adolescent male trying his luck with the females, and there might be a big old bull there, and he will certainly tell him to get lost. He's relaxed now, he's doing his cushioned look now, he's sort of like sitting in his armchair, and now he's showing off. Yes.